What if I told you? There are towns in California where the water is just gone. I'm serious. You could turn on your tap right now and hear nothing. Zero. No water. And nobody's talking about it. That's not just scary, it's reality for thousands of people. Wait. Think about this. You live in one of the richest states in the country, but you can't take a shower, or even brush your teeth. There are entire communities running out of water, and you probably haven't even heard their names. It's not just a drought, it's a disaster hiding in plain sight. Here's the truth. This video is about the 10 California towns that are running out of water, and if you care about your future, about your family, you need to see what's happening. Stick with me, because some of what I'll show you will absolutely shock you. East Porterville. This town, it's almost become a symbol of California's water crisis. Imagine turning on your tap, and nothing comes out. That's real here. For years, families here watched wells go dry, one by one. When the drought hit hardest, hundreds of homes had no water at all. People relied on bottled water, just to wash their hands. To flush their toilets, they used buckets. Kids went to school without showers, without clean clothes. Think about that. The government brought in water tanks, but it wasn't enough. Neighbors helped each other, sharing, rationing, anything to get by. But the truth is, life here changed forever. Some families packed up and left, searching for water elsewhere. Others stayed, fighting every day just to get a trickle. This is what a water crisis looks like, up close. Wait, Mendota is in the heart of the Central Valley, surrounded by farms, but even here, water is running out. Think about this, a farming town, with no water, fields that once grew food for millions are turning brown. Farm workers are losing jobs because crops can't grow without water. And the people who live here? They're paying sky-high bills for water that, sometimes, just doesn't come. Restaurants are closing early. Laundromats run out of water halfway through the day. Here's the part nobody tells you. Mendota's community is strong. People come together to share what little they have, but hope is fading. Every year, the wells go deeper, and the water gets harder to find. It's not just about farming. It's about families, about survival. Imagine living in a place where your next glass of water is never a guarantee. Here's the truth. Stratford's wells are drying up. Families are forced to rely on bottled water every single day. Kids can't play in sprinklers, gardens are dead, showers are short, cold, and rare. The town looks normal from the outside, but behind closed doors, it's a daily struggle. People line up for water handouts, they ration every drop. Some have to drive miles just to fill up at a public tap. Stratford School even had to close its bathrooms at one point. There just wasn't enough water. That's not just inconvenient, that's dangerous. Imagine worrying about your kid's health just because you live in the wrong zip code. Still, Stratford fights on. Neighbors help neighbors. But the water keeps disappearing. And every day, the problem gets worse. Alpaugh. So, it's a small town, but man, it's got a big problem. The water here is so salty, you can't even drink it. Imagine that for a second. You turn on the tap and what comes out tastes just like ocean water. It ruins pipes, destroys appliances, and honestly, it can make you sick. Folks here have to buy bottled water for everything, cooking, cleaning, even just brushing their teeth. And yeah, it costs money that most people just don't have. And the worst part? The salt comes from deep underground, so there's really no easy fix. Some families tried filters, others just gave up and left. But for those who stay, it's a constant battle. Every single sip is a reminder that the basics of life are slipping away. Alpaugh's kids drink bottled water at school, and at home, parents are always worried about what's in their water. The town's future totally depends on finding a solution, but nobody knows when, or if, it's coming. You probably haven't heard of Cantua Creek, but the people here, they're living with water restrictions that would honestly shock you. Some weeks they can only use water for a few hours a day. No lawns, no car washes, no extra showers. It's not just rules, it's survival. And the water that does come out is often dirty. Sometimes it even smells bad. It stains clothes and leaves dishes gritty. But, you know, it's all they have. Kids here have learned to brush their teeth with bottled water. Parents have to time their laundry, for the short window when water is actually flowing. Imagine planning your whole life around when the faucet works. Here's what's wild. Cantua Creek has been dealing with this for years. The world moved on, but this little town is still fighting for every drop. It sounds like a movie, but Tombstone territory is real, and so is its water crisis. Some days the taps just stop. Imagine waking up and not even knowing if you'll be able to shower or cook breakfast. People here are tough, they've had to adapt. They keep buckets filled, just in case. But, man, the stress. It's always there. When the water stops, everything stops. Kids miss school because there's no way to clean up. Grocery stores sell out of bottled water in just a few hours. Residents call friends in other towns, basically begging for help. Here's the truth. Tombstone Territory's water system is failing. The pipes are old, the wells are running dry, and there's no backup plan. It's a daily gamble. Will the water last one more day? Seville. It's just a few hundred people, but honestly, every drop counts. They've been fighting for clean water for years. The tap water here? Well, it's brown. It smells. It's not safe to drink. Kids even get rashes from washing their hands. Parents have to boil water before they cook. I mean, imagine living in a place where even washing your face is kind of a risk. But the community, they've rallied together, they've marched, they've protested, they've demanded help. Still, progress is slow, grants take years, and fixes take even longer. But you know what? Seville refuses to give up. Families share what little clean water they have. Every birthday party, every picnic, it's bye-ow. Bring your own water. This, right here, is what resilience looks like. Monson is tiny, but the struggle is huge. Water trucks are a lifeline here. Imagine waiting for a truck just to take a shower. Every week families line up with buckets and jugs. It feels like another century, but it's happening right now. Kids can't play outside on hot days. There's no water for pools, for sprinklers, for cooling off. Some homes have gone months without a working tap. Neighbors check in on each other. When the truck is late, tensions rise. It's hard not knowing when you'll have water next. Imagine planning your life around a delivery schedule. Monson's people are tough, but you can see the worry in their eyes. Every day they hope things will change. Every day they wait. Oakeyville. The name sounds quirky, but the reality is harsh. Wells are going dry and hope is running out. Families who've lived here for generations are being forced to leave. If your well dries up, you're out of luck. Some people have dug new wells. Deeper, more expensive. But there's no guarantee. The water table keeps dropping, and each new well is a gamble. Kids walk to neighbors' houses to fill bottles. Showers are short and cold. Gardens are dying. Pets go thirsty. Every drop is precious. Oakeyville's spirit is strong, but the challenge is bigger than ever. It's not just wells that are drying up, it's memories, it's traditions, it's home. Linare. This town has been on bottled water for over a decade. Think about that. A decade. For 10 years, people here haven't trusted their taps. The water is contaminated, undrinkable. Every family gets bottled water deliveries. Cooking, cleaning, bathing, it all depends on plastic jugs. It's expensive. It's exhausting. It's not fair. Kids have grown up never tasting water from the kitchen sink. Parents teach them not to open the tap. Imagine having to explain to your child why the water in your home is dangerous. Lennar has tried for years to fix the problem, but the costs are huge and help is slow. The people here are tired, but they refuse to give up hope. This isn't just a story about water, it's about justice. And Lennari's been waiting too long. What if this was your town? Your family? The truth is, these 10 California towns are just the beginning. Water is life, and right now, it's slipping through the cracks for thousands of people, right here in America. Wait, we can't just scroll past this. These stories matter, because when water runs out, everything changes. School, work, family, even hope. I believe that if more people knew what was happening, they'd want to help. They'd demand action. So here's my challenge to you. Share this video. Talk about it. Don't let these towns be forgotten, because one day, this could be your story too. Let's make sure everyone has access to the most basic thing on Earth, water. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.